Well, good morning. It is February 4th, and it's Friday. It's 2011, and great to see you again. Welcome to another edition of Take 5. We've been going through the book of Matthew. We're in the Sermon on the Mount. Jesus is teaching, and he's been teaching us. You've heard that it was said certain things, but I tell you this. And we're going to continue that thought right now. By the way, I'm using the English Standard Version of the Bible. So, if you were wondering, that's what I'm using. Verse 33. Again. You see, Jesus is saying again, like he's on this theme. You have heard that it was said to those of old, you shall not swear falsely, but shall perform to the Lord what you have sworn. But I say to you, do not take an oath at all, either by heaven, for it is the throne of God, or by the earth, for it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. And do not take an oath by your head, for you cannot make one hair white or black. Let what you say be simply yes or no. Anything more than this comes from evil. Well, apparently, back then they would take oaths, and when you took an oath, then you really had to do it. If you didn't take an oath, well, I might do it or I might not do it. But if you took an oath, I swear by Jerusalem, which was the city of the king. It's where David lived and all the kings. Well, I swear by my head. Yeah, I don't know, I don't understand that one. But, we do the same kind of thing nowadays. Little kids will say, pinky swear. We used to get pinky out there and they hook it up, pinky swear, or make a blood. Little boys sometimes will, cut their wrist a little bit and do that thing, a blood bond or something like that. Jesus says, look, just tell the truth. Just always tell the truth. If you're going to do something, say that. If you're not, don't say it. You don't need to make an oath. Your word should be good. People should just trust what you say because you get a reputation for keeping your word. So I would encourage you, stop with this oath nonsense. Stop with I swear I'll do this. We make wedding vows. Well, you need to keep them. There's a difference between oaths and vows. Now, there are vows and you have to commit to things, and that would be a marriage vow would certainly be included in that. Your vow to the Lord to stay faithful when you became a Christian. Those things. And that's a little different than oaths. Oaths are just things you kind of lightly say. But you need to keep your vows. You need to keep your word. You need to keep your commitments if you've signed off to do something. Just be a man or woman of integrity. Back it up. People should be able to count on you. If you say, I will be at your house Saturday night at 8 o'clock, well, Saturday night at 7:59, they should have everything ready because they know you're going to be there. A lot of us have a reputation for either not keeping our word, we're not trustworthy, or we bend it, we're late a lot, or we just don't, God's not going to give you more responsibility if he can't trust you. So this is important. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. And it's okay to say no. Sometimes we mess up that way. Sometimes, a lot of us, we don't keep our yeses. We say yes and we should keep them, we don't. But sometimes we don't keep our no's. You got to prioritize. You can't say yes to everything. If you've got a family, you've got an obligation to God, to your spouse, to your children. And sometimes that's all you can do in one day, and anything else you need to say no to. Sometimes you've got more time and you can do other things. Sometimes you can take your family and then get them involved in other things. But it's okay to say no. But just go one way or the other, stick with it. Either be a yes person or a no person on that particular subject, and stick with it. Alright? That's pretty simple. Not real complicated. Sometimes Christianity isn't real complicated. Just keep your word, whatever it is. Hey, we'll come back tomorrow. I was about to say something else. Come back tomorrow. We do this every day, don't we? Saturday, Sunday, every single day, for another edition of Take 5.